All right, let's talk about the future of Starfleet because this week the spotlight isn't on the final frontier, it's on the training ground for those who will reach it. We're talking, of course, about Starfleet Academy. And with new casting news and hints about its direction, it's time to ask, is this the bold new beginning we need, or are we heading for detention? Now, we know the show is set to drop in 2026, and it's taking us to the 32nd century, same era as Discovery's later seasons. And that, right there, is our first big talking point. The 32nd century is a tie of rebuilding after the burn, a period of innovation, new technologies, and a Starfleet re-emerging stronger than ever. So an academy set in this era could be absolutely thrilling. Imagine cadets grappling with ethical dilemmas about warp travel limitations, or training with next-gen holographic tech we've only dreamed of. But then, the casting. We've just heard that Britt Marling, known for her cerebral, often intense work on shows like the OA, will be the voice of the ship's computer. The computer. This is the voice that guides, warns, and often comforts our heroes. Is Majel Barrett Roddenberry's legacy? Marling is brilliant, no doubt, but her casting hints at a potentially more nuanced or even unsettling interpretation of that classic role. Is the Academy computer going to be more than just an informational voice? Could it be a character in itself? Perhaps even a slightly skeptical AI presence? That's a fascinating, if somewhat risky direction. And then there's Stephen Colbert. Yes, that's Stephen Colbert, joining as the digital dean of students. Now, Colbert is a known, passionate Trekkie, so his heart is in the right place. But the digital dean? Is this going to be pure fan service, a fun cameo that reminds us he loves Trek? Or will this digital dean provide some much needed humor or perhaps even critical, satirical commentary on Starfleet operations? The potential for meta humor here is enormous, but we have to hope it doesn't detract from the serious stakes of young cadets finding their way. And let's not forget the 32nd century connection to Discovery. We know Mary Wiseman's Ensign Sylvia Tilly is slated to return as an instructor. Tilly's journey from nervous ensign to confident Starfleet officer and then a leader at the Academy is fantastic. She's exactly the kind of character you want mentoring new recruits. But how much will this new show lean on Discovery? Will we see more crossovers? Will Captain Burnham herself make an appearance? While the connection is welcome, we need Starfleet Academy to stand on its own 2 feet, not just be a spin-off relying on its predecessor. The promise of Starfleet Academy is huge. A fresh slate of characters, new perspectives on the future, and a chance to explore the very foundations of what it means to be in Starfleet. It's about idealism, mentorship, and the challenges of youth in an evolving galaxy. It's about showing us how the next generation earns their pips, but it also walks a tightrope. Will it be too focused on a younger demographic, losing the depth that Trek fans cherish? Will the unique casting choices elevate the series or feel out of place? And can it carve out its own identity while living in Discovery's shadow? This isn't just a new Star Trek show. This is the opportunity to reinvigorate the franchise with new blood, new ideas, and a look at the future through the eyes of those who will forge it. It could be groundbreaking, or it could be a missed opportunity. What do you think? Is your excitement at warp speed, or are you holding shields up? Let me know. This is a conversation we need to have.